stressful at all.
Well, let's just hope I know what I'm doing when the time comes. He's comfortable in that thing. Yeah. This is a fun one. Fun size. There it is, my new business in a package. Woohoo! Oh, that's long. Wait for it. Do you mean to sign that?
Yep.
Sweetie.
Oh, you have the
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Just stay on the action. I'll be right back. That's okay. We'll just put it right over there. Now we're gonna make some space for it. That would be good. Get the whole thing off the books. Get back to work. I might have to get a pallet jack, but it wouldn't be bad to have some kind of jack for the shop. And then that way, if I have to move this, I'll just put it up on a flatbed next time, and I won't put it in the crate like this. There it is, the box, the toy. Slowly but squirrely. If I can get it. Oh. So you're saying there's a chance. Don't see me. Don't let me. 1,800 pounds. That's good. Jesus helping my brain right there. If you notice that, we've got all my helping me think, my brains. Somebody's unhappy. Yeah, the interesting thing about that is it took me a long time and a lot of hard work to think that through. Just made it happen. That's got to be genius. Just give me the victory. Okay. Here's the CNC machine that I bought, industrial grade, okay? When I bought it, I put it all together the way they told me to. When I ran this got stuck over here and crushed itself against this corner here and broke off about 4 links. So I've purchased new links. And also it had this funky case on top of here. It just rattles like crazy when you run it. So I took that off, and then I realized, you know, there's like no way to hold this. So what I'd like to do is get some of this track to go from, go over the top of this somehow and come down to this plate. And when you buy a CNC, you probably think, okay, we're gonna get you some bits that go with that CNC. Downcut spiral, upcut spiral, V-carve, round over, 1/4 inch. I mean, on a machine like this, you could do 1/2 inch. It's a big, and I would expect something like that to come with this, but you can do 1/4 inch and 1/8 inch on all of those sizes, except for the V-carve, the V-carve one, which should be, I mean, you can get them as wide as 1 inch, but you probably just need like a 3/4, 1/2 inch to 3/4 with a 1/4 inch shank. That would be one. And then the other one would be a V-bit, that would be a 90 degree V-bit. And the other one would be a planing bit. That was what they used to surface with. You can look it up, you'll find out. This is what came with the machine. And I didn't know any better. These tiny little ones here. These are all 1/8 inch with, like, I don't know, those might be 16th inch tips on those. Upcut, and some of these are downcut. So I think 1 box of upcut, 1 box of downcut. These are 1/8 inch. These would be 1/8 inch. So everything they gave me was 1/8 inch or smaller. Then I went and purchased a set thinking, well, I'll just get a set. Well, these are the wrong kind of bits. These are for machining metal, I think. In any case, I still got tiny little bits. Tiny little bits that I may never ever use. I mean, I might use these to get started, but don't you think that they would supply you with the like basic functionality bits? Another thing is, I have a newer computer, most people do, but I had to buy this for an additional $300. I was glad I had this to pull out of retirement. Things they don't tell you. Collet snaps in there, so this is a little thing that goes in there. The funny thing is, this is the collet that was in it. And this is the size of the bits that they gave me. Hello. What the, hello. So that was the one that came in the machine. In the spindle. They had another one in a little teeny box that I was able to get. Well, the thing about that, like that little funky spiral thing, is it snaps in there. Nobody tells you that. So the first time I ran it, it was like going along, and then the bit just kind of laid over the side, and the machine kept going by itself. The bit wasn't all the way up in the collet because the collet wasn't clipped down in the bottom of the nut. So that's one thing that nobody told me. But I'm learning volumes. 1999. Maybe it was the last time I had those. So I had to buy this thing to adapt to all that. This is kind of nice to use, but the one thing I don't like about it is that it's a corded item. I'd rather have radio or Bluetooth on that. Yeah, these things, they rattle when it's running, when it's doing its little jog and stuff. So I had to stick this little piece of tube here to keep that from running into this corner, because this is where it got crushed and 4 pieces broke off. I haven't really run it yet. I'm a little trepidatious. These are the hold downs. These are massive. And I bought some more T-bolts, but these are not even as big. They're so much smaller. And so when they go in there, I'm cautious as to whether they'll even stay. And it's really getting close to pulling out. Maybe they'll stay. Or maybe I'll just get some fat washers and put them on there. But then, why do I have to do that? That sucks, man. Struggling with everything, learning all this. That looks like it's going to fit those now. Actually, those. I tried to find the right size, but this looks smaller to me. Well, I shopped a lot, and this is what I found, so. If I go with air-cooled, then these 2 lines will come out. So here's my little office, and here's my machine. When this thing arrived, this part was all the way down here, to the point where I was able to punch a hole through the actual metal. I don't think that should be possible. So what I'm gonna do is, I guess loosen up these 2 bolts here. If I can get this to come up enough so that worst case scenario, the tip of the bit's just touching the top of this. Well, that particular bit. So. Why you would have to have ignition. That's all I'm saying. So if it went in there, and that's the furthest it went, it wouldn't be snapping off my bits against the aluminum here. See that? Did you see what happened? And maybe even that's still too high. So let's back her up a shred. Just say theoretically. There you go. That's really where it should have been. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm seeing? Bring it down to Z. It won't go below that. So as you can see, it's a little bit past any kind of spoil board that I would put on there, but it's still got a huge range before it ever touches the aluminum. So what do we do? The next thing I wanted to do was, we had this giant, heavy, 20-pound cover that goes over all of this stuff. It's so huge. And then inside there, this just has to sit wherever it's going to sit, I guess, and then it just gets like pulled and moved around. I'm kind of like not cool with that. So my idea is to pop in some of this stuff where it'll take up the track. where it comes from and where it needs to go. And I gotta drill holes and thread them into this steel, and I've never done that before, so no idea what the outcome will be. But I do have a kit. I have some oils and some, I don't know, solvents. I'm not gonna lie to you, kids, I don't recommend this, but I got you a cool buzz on the 5th of July. I'm kind of happy about that. I don't know how to do this. Oh, I know what you could do. I think I know what you could do. Let me try it. Clamps. Where the hell are the clamps? How's it? Oh yeah, let's see. If it's big enough. Yeah. See what I just did there? Put that clamp on there. And then this hose would go through that. Here's some more clamps. Let's see what happens. Won't go any further than that. Okay, that covers it. There we go up. It does the right thing. Okay, well, I'm good to go. Just gotta mark those holes and make sure it stays there. Come with that one and that one. And that one and that one. Okay. That was easier than I thought. Okay. 5:30 seconds. Okay. 5:30 seconds. Thanks for the normal size of things. Jeez. We only have to go in like half of that. So whatever that is, I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. I'm good to go. So that's my next task, and then I got to get these all popped on the outside, and then insert this cable into it properly. We'll be in business. You know? I don't know. I'm trying to do that, and then do this. That's tight. Yeah, but this one only goes that far, so. Okay. Locally. Locally. What just fell? There. I just have to be straight. Right there. Right there. There you go. It's pretty much gonna be it right there. It's gonna be the iteration. Yeah. So I don't know what I've done here. I have a similar box end to this one right here. So what I did was I tapped that hole, drilled and tapped that one. Now I'm drilling this one, and I'll tap it in a minute. Screw has to go like that, and then so I have to match that depth when I'm depth gauging it. I'm almost there. Looks like I got about 2 or 3 millimeters to go. This was like standing off the end, so I had to grind it. I had to grind it down just enough, so I still had some tapering on the initial cutting pieces, but that it wouldn't stand it off. This one worked fine, and so I marked the other one. So these two across from each other should give it a sufficient amount of stability. If not, I can tap 2 more on the opposing corners. But I'm gonna start like that. I figure a triangle is always the best way to go for stability. I'm gonna do 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Woo! That took a lot of meat out. Good, about 30 seconds. Yeah. I think we got the same depth here. So, next, I'm gonna kind of ease this baby in there once in a while. 15. Actually, I'm gonna go down to like 11. I'm gonna go to 9. Impact threading. Don't know if it's a good thing or not. Probably not. Now what you do is you go back until you hear it click once. There, turning, I suppose, you know. Turn it to 11 and then back it up. One click. Oh, I'm getting a full thread there already. That's it. All tight. It's going. Yeah, there you go. Wow. Ooh, wow. It really goes in there. Down to past half. Past half the thickness of the. I think we did it right that time. Okay. This is supposed to screw into this. Wow, that is nice. Well, well, well. Look at that. A fixed, very sturdy. That, and when this comes out, get that side done. Want this one to go here, like that, over that little slot, so the wires can come through the little slot here and go through the track. So, no disrespect, but there we go. That makes it easier for me to do it right there. And then I can get this over here. Some better light on the subject. Shabadoo, shabadoo. As I started putting one there, I couldn't get it done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh. Maybe it was going a little faster than I thought. There's stuff here, so let's see what happens. Must be aluminum. It's aluminum. And we're nearly there already in just at 60 seconds. What? We just drilled straight through that whole thing? That's crazy. So it's definitely not. That's got to be aluminum. there. Boy, that was so much easier. Praise God, it was so much easier. Thanks, Jesus. I love it when it's easier. Threading it is going to require an amount of skill, and I'm going to go real slow. Non-stop. Straight down, non-stop. That one's threaded crazy. Put them both at the same time. What's the problem? You been paying attention? You ever pay attention? Click nice and clicky. Well, it looks better than when sent it out to me. That's for dang sures. Almost looks like an Avid. Has what kind of an Avid CNC look to it now. With the except it's beefier. Like a man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. It's sturdy. I hope it's alright. Hope it has range. And then I put this on because this one's broken. This is the stuff they sent me. Plug and play. Plug and play. So far, so good. No crushing of the belts. That is improvement. That is improvement. Oh, nothing got crushed. Range of motion. I don't know, man. Doing all right. I think I'm gonna leave it. Maybe I'll put a block on it, but not if it ain't necessary. Next thing we're gonna do is try and run a program. Run some G-code through that baby. Yikes. Yikes. I'm running it. Big one. It stopped on 3 times. Well, twice on this one, once there. So I suspect it's going to stop every so often. That's the template. That's it. It's done. Nice.